With 15, Henry with 11. Those are the benchmarks for Livingstone. While Kyrie Bethel has 13 points. Only player in double figures on the floor right now for them.
Mark Thompson having the game of games, Mark. He's played in 25 games, started in none of them. His average on the season is a mere 9 points, but he's lighting it up tonight.
And driving quickly into the painted area, deflection, collection, scrum, and a tie-up to the right of the lane. Chowan loses the basketball on the tie-up. It'll go to Livingstone. You know, they've had this rule for only, I guess, what, 20 years or so, 25 years? This alternating possession. I say get rid of it.
Bring back the jump ball.
Yeah, man. Especially if the reason that you got rid of it was because, you know, officials were having difficulty tossing the ball up. I don't buy that. Jump shot, Nazir Austin off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound cleared by Ricky Lamb. Coming up on 4:15 and counting in regulation. Into the wing, now back outside. Ricky Lamb gonna launch a three-ball, top shelf, and he knocks it down. Ricky Lamb with 11 points and 8 rebounds, and the lead cut to 14, 59-45. James Stinson takes a timeout with only 4 minutes and 1 second remaining. And at the next dead ball, after this one, he would have had a media timeout. So they'll take a full timeout on the floor. And we'd like to remind you that we are back at it again tomorrow morning, East Coast time. Well, tomorrow morning all over the country. 10:30 a.m. we tip off day number 2 of the 100th anniversary CIAA basketball tournaments from here in Charlotte, North Carolina, with the soon-to-be award-winning tip-off show. Omar Bashir will get you set up for the day. Then we've got 6 more opening round matchups. Well, and a couple second-rounders, too, on the women's side right here on HSRN. Let's check in on the sidelines with Alex Coppage, who has been perusing the goings-on downstairs. Alex?
Guys, during the timeout, Coach DeRose reminded Chowan players of a time they came all the way back from a double-digit deficit with 3 minutes to go. He told his players, don't stop, we've been here before.
It's all about confidence right now as much as it is adjustments, is it not?
Yeah, at the end of the day, you got to coach, you know, to win. And essentially, it's his job to impart wisdom, knowledge, and motivation to his team.
And on the inbounds pass, his team, at least temporarily, gets that message as a steal leads to a possession. And pounding the rock is McGlone. McGlone has his pass stolen by Mark Thompson, and he goes in for the layup unabated. It's 61-45. Momentum, a mini splendid thing, and trying to steal from the backside, but drawing the foul. I believe that's going to go on Livingstone's Greg Henry, and that'll be number 3 on Henry, number 8 on the team, and that now takes us to our final media timeout of this half. Still all Livingstone all game long. Livingstone 61. Chowan 45. The 100th anniversary of the CIAA basketball tournament continues, powered by HSRN, the voice of HBCU sports.
Number 21, Mark McClone will be on the line.
I know. I was saying the same thing, bro.
For the 1-and-1.
Yes, sir.
Mark, Mike, and you hanging out. It's the M&M boys on Radio Row with the CIAA, and another Mark McGlone, that is, misses from the free throw line. And on the Livingstone possession, he summarily picks up a foul.
Foul is on number 21.
Which will lead
Right.
to a visit to the charity stripe for for Livingstone by Greg Henry. Well, check that. It's not Greg Henry. That is, what, 21 in the contest now?
Tyler Johnson?
Yeah, Tyler Johnson checking in right now. First one up. Hits the front of the rim, rattles around, and falls through. 62-45 with 3:31 to go in regulation.
Johnson averages 6 points on the season. Mark shooting 76% from the stripe. Coach has a lot of confidence in him. He's played in 25 games. Of those 25, started 21.
Second one goes through, which allows for a substitution. The ball quickly inbounded, now given back, and raced up by Mark McGlone. Inside 3.5 to go in regulation with McGlone drawing traffic. Angles to the far wing, gives it off the curl to the near side. Lee Branscombe finds Ricky Lamb as he drives to the rim and finishes. Ricky Lamb, solid tonight. He's got 13 points and 9 boards with the lead now 63-47. And in some real trouble now as Nazir Austin gets it out of the double team. Buys some time through the triple team. Finds his teammate posted up on the inside who can't finish. Tyler Johnson gets his on board, can't finish again. The rebound into the hands of McGlone. Gives it back. Corner pocket 3 ball launched by Ricky Lamb from the far side, no good. And the rebound. And man, talk about some slippage and a travel. Well, there's something going on with the shoes down here. Although on a different end of the floor, I guess this must be the shoes.
It's the decals, you know. They mark the floor with the CIAA decals, and I think if you get just a little bit of perspiration or moisture on those decals, it just multiplies the effect. So we may have, what is that, a Juan
Pablo
Montoya moment.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Where a player may explode into flames out here. They need to get out there and mop that thing up.
Get that detergent action going, huh?
Did they throw Tide on?
That was, yep.
Man, another use for Tide. I had no idea you could clean off a racetrack with a box of Tide.
Who knew? Anyway, racing it up quickly. And all those years, you just thought it was there to clean your socks.
Just my underwear. How about that? I can clean my driveway, too.
Mark McGlone splits defenders, goes with the up and under layup attempt. No good, but he draws the foul.
Foul is on number 44,
Nazir Austin picks up his second, but that's a bad foul when you're up 63-47. 16-point lead. You let him finish.
Yeah, less than 5 minutes in the game. You have the comfortable lead. What you want to do is kind of just allow the clock to work for you. You know, you can turn the defense down a little bit. You don't have to turn your offense down, but you want to turn your defense down just a little bit.
McGlone makes the first. Lead cut to 63-48. 15 right now is the count. Second one up, rattles out. Rebound to Livingstone. Quickly, slowly matriculating it up the floor right now into the hands of Trone Jackson, who attacks and kicks it back outside to Mark Thomas. Defense extended as Thomas pounds the rock. We go inside of 2 minutes to go right now. Thomas to Nazir Austin, and James Stinson calls a timeout.
The Blue Bears will take the timeout.
So, he'll take a timeout. Let's squeeze one in as well. 1:56 to go in regulation. Livingstone 63, Chowan 48. It's the 100th anniversary CIAA tournament powered by HSRN, the voice of HBCU sports.
Got one more, brother, after this. And then we call it a day. You hungry? The score is 63-48. 63-48 Livingstone. 153 and counting.
Thrown away by the Blue Bears. That's a turnover.
Mark Gray, Mike Walker, Alex Coppage, Thomas Thrill-Hill will carry you home this evening here from Time Warner Cable Arena as the first day of CIAA 2012 is on the verge of coming to an end, but we have some more. Those of you tuning in and joining us via web stream from the West Coast, stick with it. Got St. Augustine's and Lincoln coming up about 20 minutes after this game. Mark Malone gets into the lane, drive with the kiss layup attempt off the mark. Rebound collected as they try with a scrambling full court pressure defense, but it's beaten by Mark Thomas. Thomas gives it back. Now he gets it off to, I believe it's Thomas once again with the rock. Trone Jackson is who he collected it from, and a drive to Thomas, unabated to the rim, splitting defenders, and that is what you call white flag defense. Waving the white flag and submission, and Livingstone commits another senseless foul. Well, you talk about the low end of the basketball IQ. Those last two fouls make absolutely no sense if you're a fan of the Blue Bears.
Sometimes you try to create showtime for yourself off of a steal. If you can get that fast break, get an opportunity to run down unabated and get that slam dunk. I think that's what Tyler was going for in that play. But at the end of the day, all he does is send Branscombe to the line.
He knocks down the first, does Branscombe. The 6'3" senior from Charlotte, North Carolina's Hickory Grove High School, who at the very least will be able to say, as he peruses downtown, that his college career is going to come to an end here at Time Warner Cable Arena. And Branscombe gets his own rebound, drives to the lane, and he scores. And quickly, Chowan calls timeout. 14-point contest with 50.8 seconds left to go. It's a full timeout.
You know, this is a chess match, but, you know, it's that situation when the only thing you have on your board is, you know, your king, and you're just trying to evade the checkmate move, essentially, and that's what Chowan is doing right now, keeping their king alive.
One of those, what was that, Bobby Fischer moments where it took him so many minutes to wait to finally make that move. Did he set some world record for the longest, you know, chess match in history?
I know he set a couple of records. A couple of them. Wasn't Bobby Fischer in the joint for a minute?
If you're talking about a period of incarceration, I do believe you are correct, sir.
All right, so he probably holds another record. Most victories for playing chess while in the joint.
There's an interesting dichotomy. Chess and incarceration.
Your move.
Ball inbounded. Thomas gets it. Clicks it out. Well, wholesale substitution now. Javon Woodbury in the contest. Ball now in the hands of Mike Oakham. And a trending topic turns into an embarrassing moment and leads to a fast break opportunity and a foul. Now, a senseless foul by